Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me and I can't wait to share my journey with you. Some of you guys may know my name is Tuscany. I started a blog called The Honest Self because I wanted to share my mental health journey and bring more awareness to mental illness. I know that there's a lot of stigma around mental illness, and I know that a lot of people are really scared to share things they've been through or share how they're feeling about things, mainly because it puts you in a very vulnerable position and you're sharing a piece of yourself that maybe you're self-conscious with and you don't want the world to know about it. And I know how difficult it can be, and that's okay. For a lot of people, you may never share your story, but I'm hoping by sharing my story that it will make you feel less alone. You can relate to it possibly, and just know that someone who you may think has it all together really on the inside has so much more going on and has dealt with so much more in their life that there's more to it. So that's what I hope to share with everybody. You know, I started my blog as a platform to share those stories and go deeper into mental illness, but I was thinking, some people don't like sitting there reading blogs. I know, sit there, go through, and we know that I like to write a lot. I can basically write novels. All my friends know I'm a novel writer. So I know my blogs aren't the easiest to read through, and that's why I knew I had to come on YouTube for all those visual learners, so you can just sit there, click a video, watch a quick video, maybe sometimes a little bit longer, about my mental health journey. So I'm really excited. You know, this is all new to me, the YouTube platform, and let me just tell y'all, it's a learning curve. But luckily, there's so many YouTube videos out there that you can actually figure out how to make legit YouTube videos. So I'm trying. Takes a lot of research. And especially someone who deals with anxiety and panic, being in front of the camera is not easy. It may seem like it comes easy to me because I post a lot on my Instagram stories, for those of you who know me, but it doesn't. Having to actually sit here in front of the camera, proper kind of, and actually be vulnerable is very intense. Like, it's way different than sitting there and just typing. So this is gonna be a whole journey that I can't wait to share with you guys. My hopes for this is to talk about mental illness. We're gonna be talking about my struggle with anxiety, panic attacks, depression, PTSD, trauma, basically every mental illness. Even if I haven't dealt with it, I'm gonna cover it and I'm gonna talk to someone who has been through it or who is dealing with it, and I'm gonna bring them on my YouTube channel and they're gonna talk to you about that. Because I wanna incorporate other people into this so other people can share their story as well. So it can be more than just me. I wanna help others and just bring all sorts of different stories into this and just make it, a light for everyone to watch. It might not always be a light though. It might be hard to watch for some of the stories. So, please be mindful, be kind, on your comments. Please be kind to every story you hear, because just know that this is a vulnerable position and that people are fragile and words really hurt. So just be kind to everybody, please. I encourage everybody. But yeah, so a little bit about me is I grew up in California, so I'm a California girl. Kind of, not really anymore. Now I have a little twang to me. I've been living in Georgia for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's definitely brought out the southern charm in me. It's been really nice though. It's been such a change to move from such a fast-paced city to kind of more of a suburb type of neighborhood and just have a bunch of trees and greenery around and southern cooking and, the lake. It's just so different. So I have been here for 4 years, like I said, and that is when my healing really began. I went through a lot growing up, which we'll get more into in future videos, but it wasn't until I moved here till I can get out of my comfortable environment or my little South Bay bubble where I was able to actually process all the trauma I've been through and able to actually work through it. I signed up for therapy. I was so nervous. I didn't know what to expect. You know, I went to a few sessions, didn't like the therapist. We did not vibe. I did not feel comfortable. I felt like she was judging me. And so I found another one. And I will tell you, the process of finding a therapist is difficult. You definitely have to find someone you feel comfortable with and that you can confide in, because you're sharing everything with them. And someone that is able to really understand what you're saying and be able to help you through it and have the right tools. So it's important to really do a lot of research and do trial and error. You know, it's okay if you don't like your first therapist. You're the one paying, you're the one that needs the help. So do it for you. Who cares about their feelings? It happens all the time. So I finally found the right therapist, and I started going for the last 4 years. For a while, I was going once a week just because I really needed that much therapy. I really needed to talk to someone that often. You know, I have so many good friends, and I do have people I can confide in, but it's kind of different to really talk to people about deeper issues and really work through things. That is where you do need a therapist, because really I shouldn't be putting all these emotions and feelings on my friends and family. I actually need to work through these so I can have healthy relationships with my friends and family and have healthy people in my life. Because when I'm healthy, I have healthy people. I attract healthy people. You are what you attract, basically. So I started going to therapy, and oh my gosh, it's completely changed my life. You know, for a while I was even on medications. I was on antidepressants, anxiety meds to help me sleep. Yeah, all the depression, anxiety stuff, basically. And that got me through. That got me through 2 years. It really did. You know, I'm not against medication. I think if you need it, you should definitely consult a doctor. But it is okay. And it's okay if you continue to take it for the rest of your life. If that's what keeps you alive, then do it. It was necessary that I started taking medication, because I would just have a lot of really down moments, and then I would come up and I would be excited again, happy, and then I would come down. But then I would stay down for weeks. Wouldn't be able to go to work. I would have to call out of my job and be sick, because in the world we know we can't just say, you know, we're mentally down right now. We have to actually be physically sick, which is a huge problem in this society. I think you should be able to call and have a few mental health days, because I think that's just as important as physical health, but that's me. And it was really affecting my life. It was really, you know, hard for me to have relationships with people. You know, didn't want to call people. I would kind of just stay in bed. You know, it really, really, really was hard for me. So the medication really got me through. About a little over a year ago, I actually got off my antidepressants, which we'll have a whole talk about that. That was the hardest thing I think I've ever done. One of the hardest things. It's really hard, but I've still been off it. So what I wanted to do is start a blog, or this whole thing, so I can continue my healing and be able to share my story and get everything out, so it's not weighing on me. And so I can own my story. No one else can tell my story for me. You know, growing up, I was kind of one of the popular kids, and I feel like so many people had their perceptions of me and thought my life was something it wasn't, or maybe judged me on something. And so I wanted to be able to have this platform to be like, no, this is what I went through. This is why maybe I was like that. Maybe this is why. You know, the thing is, we don't ask those questions, and we don't really know what someone's going through, but we judge right away. And so I wanted to be like, no, I'm taking control of my story. You know, it's a little easier that I don't live in the bubble anymore, because I feel like I don't have to run into everybody anymore. And I can actually just be who I want to be now in Georgia, and kind of like retransform who I'm meant to be. Not a new person, but like who I was at the core before all the trauma, all the stuff that's happened, you know, who I truly am as Tuscany. So it's been a really exciting journey. And I know that some of you guys have seen my journey, because I am very open on Instagram. So thank you so much for following along. You know, like I said, my hopes is to really help people through this. So please subscribe to my channel, share with people. If you know anyone that's going through a hard time and needs some extra support, send them my channel, because we're gonna talk so in depth about different topics. Each one is gonna be a different topic, different story. it's gonna get fun, y'all. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be sad. I may cry. Some people may worry about me. Oh my God, are you okay? And yes, I am. So I love doing this. I love being open. You know, I know that it does come with kind of, you know, being that open and sharing that side of your life. It kind of, everyone knows that about your life. And so it can be a little hard. I like to keep some private for my own sanity and for the people I love. So we won't be sharing like everything, but almost everything. So yeah, and if you do like to read blogs, go ahead and go follow my blog, The Honest Self, www.thehonestself.com. And that way you can read, or you can watch, listen, whatever you want to do, but I just want to spread my message, and that's the most important thing to me. So I can't wait to go on this journey with you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. I love you guys. Bye.